This is our messages service. If you're joining us live via Zoom, you will be offered a message from one of our spirit guides and teachers for your highest and best good. In this pre-recorded live stream, I will be offering a message for us all from one of my teachers. We call this channeled guidance. The technique I use is a form of trance called Inspirational Speaking. And in just a moment, I will be inviting one of my teachers to share something with us. Then they will tell me what to tell you, and I will say that without adding or subtracting anything. Simply repeat what they say. In this message, as with all messages from Spirit360 Fellowship and our mediums, it's for your highest and best good. What Spirit feels you and we need to know to assist us in taking the best next steps along our path. So with that, let's see who would like to share something. And Tao Chuan Ling steps close. Hello, my friends. It is again my pleasure to connect with you in this way. One of the most fascinating things being an entity on the spirit side for the last 200 years is watching the advance in technology and the ways you can connect with one another without being in the same room. When I was last on the earth, the only way we could do that in the three-dimensional realm was to write a letter. And that letter then would be carried by a human being to another human being and hopefully would get there. Being a Chinese priest, we had other ways to connect. And this is the door I want to share with you to see if you want to knock on it and open it to cross its threshold. Because remember, those things spiritual is a field that is wide open, limited only by your ability to practice and the constraints of your mind and understanding. As one grows spiritually and develops skills that they can display on command, many opportunities open the door to allowing you to connect with others in many ways. I think you have all experienced the fact that sometimes you think about a friend at the same time a friend is thinking about you. And then you may connect on one of your devices to say hello. Imagine, though, being able to think about a friend, quiet your mind, step out of your body, and being in that friend's presence at the speed of thought. Imagine being able to leave your body on command to travel the world. This is, after all, one of the things that your Jesu Christi was able to do, and the reason that many people were concerned that they had the real entity towards the end of his ordeal. Allowing yourself to bring skill into these ideas is the point of spiritual practice. Remember that if you will play a piano, it requires practice. If you will control your mind, it requires practice. If you will leave your body, it requires practice. But not thinking about practice, actual practice. You cannot master the piano without sitting in front of the keyboard, doing your drills, doing your practices, and learning pieces of music. You cannot leave your body without first quieting your mind, learning to project your etheric body, and then transferring your awareness. Interesting concept, eh? But allow yourself to realize it all starts with one simple choice. And that choice is to learn to do. This entity has grasped the concept of the difference between thinking about and actually doing. The moment you get that distinction, you allow yourself to start to develop the skills required to do and accomplish what you want to bring about, whether or not it is in the realm of your relationships, your health and well-being, your financial success, your career or vocation, or your spiritual growth and development. Allow yourself to make the decision to learn, and once you open that door, do the work of walking the path to getting the results. Is that not, after all, good karma? My highest blessings. Thank you, Chuan, Ling. I've got a little tear in my eye. Our philosophy says that the teacher and the student are one, and as the teacher learns, the teacher imparts what they've learned upon the students. And as you, if you're not well aware, I am so much of a student, it's not even funny. Barely consider myself a teacher at all. But that one thing that I'm feeling right now, we will do in just a moment when we set our intention for the week, is allowing yourself to experience something having already been accomplished. So if you want to be in a happy relationship, what does it feel like to be happy in a relationship? And that's where we begin to add affirmations and actions and have this sense or this feeling or this essence, if you will, of that experience be the context for our actions, and allow ourselves to be that person now, doing what that person would do and having what that person would have. So thank you, Chuan. I think I've mentioned before that when I'm doing an inspirational speaking, I'm aware of the words, but no more than 3 or 4 at a time. So I end up with kind of the 3 or 4 that were just said, and the words that are being said right now, and I kind of have this moving spotlight on what's being said. And it's hard. The problem with inspirational speaking is it's hard not to get into what's being said and trying to figure it out. So I have to go back in and watch what's being said so I can figure out what was going on. So that's inspirational speaking. I invite you to consider joining us on our Zoom services, where I will offer each of you a message for your highest and best good via the Zoom service. All right, let's set this week's intention. And as we close, I want you to pick something you want to accomplish. And I want you to pick something that you can accomplish in the next week. It's either a step towards a goal or a new practice or a behavior or something that it is you want to bring about. And as you hold that in your mind's eye, think about that 1 week from today, on the 24th of January, that you've accomplished that. And it's in the books, it's done. You either stopped something, started something, accomplished something, or taken a step towards something, whatever that is. Take a moment and get present to that. And as you get present to that accomplishment, I want you to put out your left hand, invite your left teacher on your left to hold your hand, and put out your right hand and invite the teacher on your right to hold your right hand. And this works when we're live together. And as we're live together, we're going to reach out across time and space and have your spirit teachers connect with my spirit teachers, and together connect us across time and space. And as you do so, notice how the energy flows in from your right hand and out your left hand. So you've got your teacher on your right bringing in energy, and teacher on your left sending out energy, and you can feel the flow through your body. And as we connect across time and space through our spirit guides, love, and generosity, I want you to imagine that you've accomplished what it is you want to bring about this next week. It's done. What does it feel like? Are you happy? Are you relieved? Are you satisfied? Are you fulfilled? Are you present to love? Whatever you're present to, allow yourself to experience that as a feeling, as a way of being happy, being fulfilled, being satisfied, being loved, being loving, being accomplished, being victorious. So whatever that way of being is, pick one, the one that feels the most appropriate to you. And as we connect across time and space, I want you to hold that intention here and now in this moment, that that's going to be your context for every step you take during this next week. And I invite our spirit guides and teachers to help us this next week to stay true and within this context by helping us open our eyes to see, our ears to hear, our minds to understand, but more importantly, our hearts, that we may give and receive love freely and unconditionally as we walk our paths this lifetime, accomplishing what it is we incarnated to bring about, especially this next step during this next week of January 2021. And as you take a deep breath and really soak in the experience of having accomplished something you want to bring about, thank your spirit guides and teachers for helping us connect and for their role in being here to support us and choosing to love us in an unconditional way. So I thank our spirit guides and teachers, and together we say, and so it is. And I thank you for joining us at Spirit360 Fellowship. If you want to experience this as a direct part of the community, join us live via Zoom. You can get your invite at spirit360.org. Subscribe to our channel, and I hope to see you taking classes at Old Soul Academy. And until we connect again, I remind you that spiritual is as spiritual does.